So just talk about investment bands a little. When we raise money, we kind of put 3 investment bands. We work within 3 investment bands. So up to 100,000 really is kind of friends and family and angel investment. That's generally what works for that kind of level. Between 100,000 and a million is actually quite hard and challenging, a challenging place to raise money, because over £100,000 is a little bit too big for angel and friends and family, and too small for the VCs to make their returns. So I actually find it very hard to raise money between 100,000 and a million. It doesn't necessarily mean you can't do it, and I have done in the past, but it is a challenge. And one thing I would say is that sometimes it's better to be more aggressive in your numbers and maybe raise a little bit more finance to get into that next band. And that happens quite a lot. It's a very weird thing that I didn't believe until I got into the VC market, that actually it's easier to raise more money than less. So another thing that people ask me when they come up to me and go, I've got this great idea, how do I value it? Well, if you've got an existing business, there's a load of metrics you can run on turnover and profit and loss, and God, that'd be far too boring to talk about here. But a good rule of thumb, if you've got a new idea, and this is something that I work on, is that I take the amount of money we need, say 100,000, and I times it by 3. And so a company I'm raising 100,000 for, I will generally value it around 350,000. And the reason for that is that generally, as a rule of thumb for first round funding, angel investors or VCs or whoever will want between 25% and 45% of the company. Now, again, everything I'm saying tonight, there are exceptions. I'm just taking the whole, the years I've been doing this and giving you the headlines. So I'm now an investor, and I also sit on a VC fund. I sit on a venture capital fund called Bright Station Ventures. We have $100 million to invest generally in Web 2.0, social networks, semantic web, all that jazz. And also, obviously, I'm an angel investor. And it's quite interesting, the two different ways I look at a project, whether it comes to me as an angel investment or as a VC investment. As an angel, if you're trying to sell me your business, I have to be excited about it. Really, really excited. I have to be passionate. I have to think that I can add enough value to really go, right, here's 25,000, 50,000 pounds of my money. Let's go get it. As a VC, I look far more at the financial planning, the boring bits, the detail, and I make an evaluated risk. But the most important thing, really the most important thing for both angel investment and for VC investment, or any investment, in fact, business as a whole, is your team. You cannot underestimate how much a team will add value to what you're trying to do and how quickly a good team can raise money. I mean, in my business, people are the most important thing. I look after them, I want them to grow, and it's the same in investment. You have to bring the right team together, because at the end of the day, if I'm going to invest in your company, I have to believe that the team can go there and actually turn this business from an idea into a £100 million business. It takes some exceptional people to do that. They need a strong set of skills. There's no point bringing 2 lawyers onto the board. One's bad enough. You've got to get a synergistic team together. Relevant backgrounds. If you're raising £1 million, you need somebody on your team who's raised £1 million. It makes it a lot easier. And if you don't know somebody who you can bring on board, network and bring them on board, and don't be scared of giving away part of your company to the management team. Another thing that people ask me a lot about is what should I concentrate on? I've got a great idea. Do I spend a year writing the business plan, or spend 6 months modeling financials? Well, there's no easy answer, and it depends on what what you're trying to do and who you're trying to raise money from. But the most important single thing when you're raising investment is the executive summary. To be quite frank with you, what generally happens, both as an angel and a VC, is we get a business plan with an executive summary. We read the executive summary. We get excited about it. We invite them in. We meet them. If we're still excited about it, we then read the business plan. If the business plan doesn't match, then we either get them in again and go, look, what's happening here, or we invest. And so really concentrate on that executive summary. It's your advertising medium, and tailor it to who you're trying to get money from. And finally, don't be scared of raising investment. I've had some bad experiences, admittedly, which I told you. But that was back in the day when I had no support. These guys, they can help you through this maze of investment. And raising investment can be the most fantastic thing. It can give you freedom. It means that you don't have to worry or skimp and save or, max out your credit cards. If you're sitting there going, where does my business go? Well, you can really accelerate your business phenomenally with investment. And if you work hard enough, you always get what you want. So, I've been in business for 14 years, and through that time, I've made a lot of mistakes. I've had lots of business fail, of course. In fact, failure is a good thing. Another piece of advice for would-be entrepreneurs, which I would like to impart with you, and it's something that I do, I like to think I do very well, is that if you make a mistake, admit it. It's one of the most powerful things I do in board meetings is say, I'm sorry, I messed up. What are they going to do about it? They either want to carry on working with you or not. You actually get reputation for a person that can identify a problem and solve it. So, we all make mistakes. However good you are, however amazing you are at business, you still make mistakes, and just don't be afraid of making them, because the more mistakes you make through your life, the more you learn, the more you'll grow as a person. So, business is not about perfection. It's about navigating a constantly changing path. You've got to go up there. And the faster you can evolve, and the more fleet-footed you are, the more likely you are to get to that goal. So, as I leave you, tell you, the worst thing you can do in business is procrastinate. We all procrastinate. I procrastinate. I have loads of things that I need to be doing and that I should do that I put off. But one of the most important things in business is not procrastinate. If you're sitting there going, I'm going to wait to finish university before I start business, or until I get married, or until I've got this much money in the bank, there'll always be some reason you can't do what you want to do. And a true entrepreneur will break through that. They will break through that kind of fear that goes, as long as I got this safety net, or I've got that safety net. You can, honestly, if you really want to do something, then do it. So, you'll never write the perfect business plan, and it'll never be absolutely perfect for you. But if you want to live the dream, and you want to turn your company into success, grasp this opportunity. Take control of your future. This is it. And make it happen. Thank you.